In this world, nothing can be said for certain, except death and exams. But how do you study effectively? I know you have things you'd rather be doing. To get more into the studying mode, try to remove some of the instant gratification that keeps you away from it, like brain rot, social media. If you still really want to do it, use it as a reward for studying. Maybe tell yourself that you are only doing it for a couple of minutes. Anyone can study for 2 minutes, right? And after that, if you feel like it, continue. There are other methods like Pomodoro, but at least for me, starting is always the most difficult thing. Make studying easier and more enjoyable. Keep your books in a place where you see them. Have a bookmarker where you left off. Have the websites you use saved on your browser. You will have less excuses to avoid studying. And maybe listen to music while you do it. It doesn't work for everyone, certainly not me. I just get distracted by it, but you can give it a shot. Or maybe choose to go study at the library or a cafe where you kinda force yourself to actually do something, as it feels like you've already gone so far to go to the place itself. I don't do this again, but it may benefit you. Try to think of the benefits of studying and the goals it may help you reach. Maybe you don't want to be a doctor, but you'd still like to have the college experience. Maybe you want to make your parents proud. Or maybe you want to earn more, where discipline and determination will help you regardless of your life path. Now, figure out what you have to study. This seems obvious, but you don't actually need to study everything, even in the test area. When I was studying for my finals, I deliberately ignored many of the topics and even full courses, as I knew I wasn't going to be answering their questions on my test. This will save you a lot of time. Try to get into a more focused state when studying. This happens by having a clear routine, getting rid of distractions, and having a good study space. Try to study at the same time each day. Triggers may help you with this. Put your phone preferably in another room and have an organized and a calm place to study at. And break the tasks into smaller, more manageable feeling pieces. Another thing that really helps you get into the zone is studying with someone else. This is part of the reason why you work better at a cafe. But these people don't actually need to even be there. You get the same benefits from just communicating it to someone else. And these work for other things than studying as well. Like if I need to really log in on a YouTube video, I can put a message that says working on the vid, and then magically 2 hours pass and I'm done. Focus on the most important things. You don't need to know every teeny tiny detail, but understanding the topic itself is often more important. Plus, you should be able to learn enough of the small details by using the forbidden method that I will reveal later in the video. Most of the chapters in your book is just full of filler stuff. Filler words, filler paragraphs, filler information. You don't need this to understand the topic. So, read the headers. After that, ask yourself, do you understand this topic? If yes, move on to the next one. If not, read a bit into the text. If you still don't understand it, read the rest of it. There's no need to read all of this every time. In my books, there are these tiny little summary boxes at the end of each chapter. After an entire section, there are these large summary parts that hold all the important information. Instead of spending hours reading the entire text, I'm able to read this part in a couple of minutes and get 80% of the information just like that. Now, not everyone is this lucky. If you don't have this and don't have notes from a teacher or a friend, reading the headers of the chapters, try to think to yourself, what is the most important thing in this chapter and what are the most likely questions on the test? Then focus on those. Use other people's help and teach to others. If you don't understand something and ChatGPT isn't giving you a good response, ask a friend. Maybe they know. And teach to other people, as that way you'll learn way more effectively yourself. Do Quizlets and old exams. I know everyone already knows this, but if you don't, what are you doing? Especially the old exams are great, since it gets you into the right headspace and gets you an understanding of the structure of the exam. And did you know that you can make mock exams using ChatGPT? Doing your homework isn't the only thing it can help with. AI can really be used for learning. Go over everything using YouTube/podcast/audio. This genuinely feels like cheating. Whenever you can do this, commuting to school, cooking, or whenever, listen to these. You can find great teachers online who teach this stuff for free. And you can do this wherever and whenever. It genuinely doesn't feel like studying, but you still get the benefits. This is especially good for the less important parts you might otherwise have skipped to time crunches. For the really important parts, I suggest using a combination of this and the previous methods. This is such a good and efficient way to do this, and don't be afraid of increasing the speed on it. Come on, I know at least one of you is watching this very video on 2x speed. Important thing that I never see mentioned is to relax before the exam. Try to calm yourself. Listen to music on your commute rather than a podcast on the topic. Being calm will help you more than remembering one tiny fact. Don't even study on the previous day, assuming that you aren't totally lost. My teachers have given this advice and it truly works. Real talk, I'd really like for the algorithm to push out this video a bit more, so please help me out by liking, commenting, and of course subscribing. I've only got a few.